first two out. So 11, this would be our top 11 and 12 right here.
Yep. So at number 12, I have Notre Dame.
Okay.
You're
gonna be shocked at my.
I bet I am, and I'm probably gonna get mad at you.
Probably, very much. So.
And then at number 11, I have LSU.
Okay. Yeah, those are good picks. They've got a lot, going on. New coaching staff for LSU, Notre Dame.
There's a lot of position. Like, I just feel like LSU, with all the turmoil that they went through, plus the roster turnover that they had to go through, because there was a lot that came in, plus there was a lot that went out.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting thing for them, but I've got them a little bit higher.
Yeah, sure.
On my list. For my number 12, I have Michigan.
Okay.
I think with the new coaching staff and the way they were able to retain the talent on the team, they got some key pieces in the portal. I think you'll see also a dedicated quarterback coach for Bryce Underwood. For the love of God, maybe they'll work in their work out there. So I've got them at 12, and I flip flop. But for the 11, 12, and 13, I had BYU close. They're at number 13 for me, but I've got OU at 11. And I think Oklahoma with Mateer coming back and strong defense like they had this year, I think that's something that Venables is going to keep churning out. I've got them sitting right out on the edge there at 10 or at 11, excuse me.
Okay. So mine is, to recap, Notre Dame and LSU. And Brendan's is Michigan and OU at the 11 and 12 spot.
Yep. I'm curious your number 10.
All right. My number 10 is actually pretty close to your 11, and that's the OU Sooners.
Okay.
Oklahoma Sooners at number 10 for me. Like you said, Mateer's coming back. They've added a lot of good pieces, depth pieces defensively, and I feel like they're poised to have another at least solid season. I don't know if it's going to be top 10 by the end of the season, but I think at the beginning of the season, with their schedule the way it is, where they have to play Michigan week 2, and then they have to go through the SEC schedule. If they manage to get 10 wins this season, they are in the play. They're more than likely going to be in the playoff.
Yeah,
so I think that they have potential to really do damage this season.
And I've seen too, Trevor, just for clarification on mine, like this isn't where I think the teams are going to be at the end of the 2026 season.
Neither
I've seen some
is
people
mine.
Do that, which is cool. Like if that's how you want to do your thing. From this to me is just what we're seeing in this off-season, preseason, who we think is going to start in that spot, who we think has the best rosters, et cetera, best coaching staff.
This is before a game is played. This is not taking last year into account. That is only taking in what they are bringing into the season this year.
Yeah.
And really, this is just our best thoughts on where these teams should be, in our opinions.
When the gun fires at the start of the season, is kind of where we think. So my 10 is Texas A&M.
Okay.
I think there's still a strong program. They had a solid portal class. They got some pieces in to help there. Reed comes back. And this one where he had a really solid season. Like there was even moments that he was in the Heisman talk. But when it comes down to it, I still think he's got more room to develop. So that's why I've got them at 10. I don't have them any higher, but I do like what, the coaching staff there is doing. And Trev, my number 9 is Texas Tech.
Okay.
Again, they're bringing in Sorsby.
I get it.
I think he's a good quarterback. I want to see how he does, in this new realm. But they've killed it in the portal again, 9th class. So I mean, there's a ton of room for this team to go forward.
Yep.
What are you thinking at number 9? For
and
you?
My number 9 is where I'm not looking forward to hearing the comments. So at my number 9 is Michigan, the Michigan Wolverines.
Oh, he's a hater. He's a no.
Homer, you
Homer.
fucking Homer.
No, what I mean, a hater. He's a Homer. Jesus. No, I was reading Colton stuff, and a hater's just in my mind.
Yeah,
generational. But sorry, he's a Homer.
I just like what they've done this offseason with Whittingham coming in, and with everything, with all of the bullshit that's happened with Michigan, and all the positivity that's happened since then. Yeah. I just think that they are poised as a roster and as a team to just, I don't know, I guess galvanize around each other.
Yeah.
And it almost feels, and this is not taken away from any teams prior, this almost feels like all the hatred, like the discounting of Michigan prior to the first year after COVID, when they got off the beat, with Hutchinson and everybody, and they finally beat Ohio State, and they took that one step, and then they take the next step, and then the Natty. So I just feel like we're starting over again, and I feel like they are in that realm where it's going to be the team, family, atmosphere, and just playing for each other type of thing. I just think that's where it's
and I think Witt's perfect for that, and building that culture, and also the recruiting class being able to still sign 3 5-stars with the coaching change that late in the cycle. I know money talks, but still it does, you have to have connections, and you have to have some sort of support there. So no, I don't think that's wrong to have Michigan in that top area. It is a tough schedule, but we're not projecting. We're just saying this is where we think these teams' rosters fit in. Colton, real quick, I do think Tech has every opportunity to win the Big 12. I mean, they should be the front runner right out of the gate with the way that they've recruited, the way that they're building their rosters. They're to me a top.
Yeah, and speaking of Texas Tech, and that's why I have them at the number 8 spot.
Yeah,
that's where I have them right now, slated. That with, like you said, with the Sorsby, with everything that they got going on, with all the money that they're throwing at this roster again.
Yeah,
it's just like they're all in on the football program right now. They want to become a power in the day and age where money is power.
Yeah,
and unfortunately for a lot of the Texas schools, not talking about Texas A&M and the Longhorns, Texas Tech, I mean, they got a lot of money to throw around.
Yeah. And I'll say, I know we're talking about Texas Tech and money. It's just because it's so visible. And it's not a traditional team we're seeing, you don't
expect it. You don't necessarily expect it from Texas Tech.
Right. Other people are paying the same amount that these guys are. Yes. It's not just Texas Tech, but it's just seeing them step up like, hey, we've got the money to do it. We can do it now. Like everybody else.
Yep.
We're going to do it, and we're going hard. And they went D linemen. They got wide receivers, interior linemen. They went and had a solid portal class again. So no, I think they're a good pick for it.
Yeah.
Excuse me. My number 8 is LSU, and this is where I think you're going to see them really take that step forward that everybody's waiting for them to do with Brian Kelly. I almost forgot his name, Mr. Irrelevant. Imagine going from what he had and then getting run out of Baton Rouge. It's just crazy. But LSU, they come in 40 commits in the portal on top of recruiting classes. They've got Levitt coming in at quarterback. I like him a lot. He's very talented. I know he had an injury last year, and it sounds like he'll be good, after spring ball to like fully healthy. He's going to do some things during spring. I just think this team is poised to finally show what they used to be. And I don't know how far Lane will take him. He's never been in the playoffs. I
think Levitt's going to shit the fucking bed.
Do you really?
Yeah, I really do think he's going to shit the bed. He gets all that money, and he's going to get all that fucking. Never mind. He's going to get a lot of things because of all that money, and he's going to shit the bed because he's was originally. He wasn't originally recruited by LSU or even Arizona State. He was recruited by Michigan State, folks.
The lowly
I'm
Spartans.
Just saying, like. It was a long road to get to LSU for Levitt. And the only reason Levitt is as good as he is, in my opinion, is because of Whittingham and the way he coaches and the way he taught him how to be a quarterback.
Dillingham.
Dillingham. I mean,
I know. I get it. I know.
Whatever. You know what I meant
for the clowns on here, because they'll say something. Oh, you said Whittingham. You don't know ball. Dude, the fucking names are basically the same. Okay,
it's basically Dilly. I meant Dilly. That's it. His name's Dilly from now on.
That's right. But I know what you mean. Yes,
but I mean, but
it was huge. He did so great with Levitt and training him and teaching him. And I know Michigan State fans were sick when he left, and seeing how good he did at ASU. So we'll see what he does with Lane. I mean, Lane, we know Lane's offensively, very gifted, and he can do strong things with quarterbacks. It's just, I don't know. We'll see how it is.
Speaking of quarterbacks, my number 7 is the Miami Hurricanes.
Okay, yeah, and that'll be another topic of conversation.
We'll be on that one here in a minute. But no, with Mensa coming into Miami, I think it puts them right back in it. Of course,
absolutely.
With an experienced quarterback, well, somewhat experienced. I mean, he was at Duke, so I mean, he didn't experience much.
Hey, he tore it up, though. I'll tell you that.
He did good. I digress. But no, I think with Miami, the receiving core and the talent they have, the explosiveness that they have, plus the recruiting class that's coming in, and some of the transfer talent that they have coming in, I just think they're reloading, and I fully expect them to be in the playoff again. I don't see a fall off happening unless Mensa shits the bed like every quarterback that goes through Florida State does when they transfer there. But like I don't foresee Mensa doing that. I feel like he's going to pick up where he left off at Duke and just take it to a next level.
And really, Miami going through this and finally getting him, I was waiting, like, I'm wondering where is, if he doesn't get this ability to transfer there, where am I putting Miami? Because without a quarterback, which they didn't have one, they would have been screwed. Right. So they had to have Mensa commit.
Right.
And that's probably, I don't know what the final settlement on that was, but
they never made it public, at least I'm aware of.
Yeah, I think it's going to be pretty good for both parties. But no, am I number 7? I've got Indiana. I think they deserve benefit of the doubt considering what they've done with Signetti and just their ability to bring in portal class.
The transfers that they brought in has been amazing. I feel like they fit.
You got Josh Hoover coming up who can sling the ball. He does. I think he's got a turnover issue compared to what we saw with Mendoza, but he doesn't have to play hero here. I don't think. I think he can be a safer, smarter quarterback with this system. Excuse me. And I think this is going to be a good spot for them to start off. And we know the talent's growing for them. We'll see where Signetti can take them this season, coming off of that natty. So that's my 7. Who do you got? 7? You said, what was your 7?
My 7 was Miami.
Miami, that's right. Number 6.
6. Yeah.
I've got Texas sitting at 6.
Okay. All right.
and Arch is coming back. They've had a strong portal class. They stole a strong player from Alabama. I know the Bama fans weren't happy about that one. The running back coming over. But I think Texas has the ability with how Arch ended the season to make a push. But again, I can't put them any higher until I see Arch do it in the full picture, as opposed to the last few games now he did play well against Texas A&M. The Michigan game, he had a strong fourth quarter, especially, but I mean, we're Michigan fans. The way that defense played and the way they were coached, I don't know. The whole thing was a shit show.
Yes, it was.
What do you think, Trev?
I don't mind the Texas pick. I mean, it makes sense to me. But I mean, I am picking a Texas team for number 6. It's just not Texas. I got Texas A&M as Brenden tries not to die over here.
My throat's like, God dang, I need some water. Nope, you're going to get some Maker's Mark to lube that thing up. Maker's
Mark. I got Arnold Palmer over here.
Oh, hold on now. But no, I like Texas A&M up there too. I think I could have easily put them higher.
I just like that Marcel Reed's coming back. I think that he's going to be looking for a bounce back year where he kind of let the wheels fall off a bit. And
in the end, especially the playoffs and the Texas game.
Yeah.
Let's see him take that next step.
Yeah. It's time to put up or shut up and actually show up when the game matters and clutch times and finish games, especially the more important games. Yeah. We saw him finish off lesser opponents. Now we need to see you finish off the elites that you're going to be going up against.
Yeah, absolutely. So Texas schools rolling in at 6 for us. Trev, number 5, I've got Ohio State.
I love that.
I know Buckeye fans are going to be pissed. Why aren't we number 1? I don't see it right now. It's a top 5. Jeez, oh Pete, guys, it's not like the world's falling apart.
And again, let's just remind it for the Ohio State fans. This is just where we think the rosters are at the moment.
Way too early.
The way you are going to finish the season.
Yeah. And like
we're saying it slower for you, just to be clear.
They had a solid portal class, getting some defensive players in that they much needed. That support after losing guys to the draft, and also they dealt with a ton of transfers themselves. So I want to see how this team does with that. Losing coordinator, and doing that. They did just go out and hire a new coordinator from the NFL. Forget his name at the moment. But I just want to see how the team comes together. Top 5, I think, is a very fine spot for Ohio State. Julian Sands back. I want to see him do better in the biggest moments, kind of like what we said with Marcel Reed. And like this offense last year, when they played the best defenses, they struggled on offense. I know
they did.
Jeremiah Smith still got his, and you still just chuck it up, and old boy's down there somewhere. He's going to eat no matter what. He's that elite. But still, you have to score points, and that was a struggle for them in some of those big games.
Right.
So that's just something I want to see from improvement.
That was
from
your 5. Ohio State's number 5 for you. I have Indiana at 5.
Yeah.
So like I said, we're really close on it for the most part. And I just like the transfers that they've gotten. Like I know the quarterback from TCU, he's may or may not have turnover issues, but I honestly think that Nick Cignetti is going to make him work like a dog to fix those issues and make sure that he understands what reads to make and when to make them, type of thing. I just think that between the offensive coordinator, Cignetti, and their quarterback coach, I truly believe they were going to have him ready to play all of the games that are needed and make all the right decisions.
I'm excited to see him. I had to pull this up from Colton as there's going to be some angry comments if they get a hold of this. They call him the lunatic fringe for a reason, and that's from Ohio State fans. Okay, calling him that. So moving up, my number 4 is Miami, Trev, and that's where I think they've reloaded enough to be right back in it.
All right,
right in that top echelon. The way they finished was strong, and then I know they lost the title, but still, it was a hell of a game. You pretty much reload your losses. Bain's tough, Messidor's tough to replace, but you guys got some good pieces on the D line that Trevor mentioned earlier in the one of the earlier segments. I just think Miami's going to be poised with Mensa to take that step and get right back into the top of the ACC and playoff race. So that's my number 4. What was your 4, Trevor?
My number 4 is Tejas.
There, okay,
Texas.
All right. A little more faith in the Manning.
I have a little bit more faith in Manning this year, second time around. Like has a full season underneath his belt, has some actual tape that he can watch on his own game, and that he can learn from a lot. Yeah. There's a lot to learn off of last season for him.
Absolutely.
This is kind of a make or break year for, I think, Arch Manning, because if you cannot show active growth from last season to this season, not making the same mistakes you were making from the season before.
Yeah.
But if you are, just because your last name is Manning does not guarantee you anything.
Yeah. That's true.
Well, it shouldn't. It does in some people's minds. It doesn't in mine, because if you can't learn from your mistakes and grow from them and be better for it the following season, then what are we trying? What are we even doing?
I say it might guarantee you things on paper, but it doesn't guarantee you shit on the field.
That's right.
You still got to be the one that gets out there and do it. So that's why when you said that, I was like, yeah, absolutely. Because you have to still do it. You have to be, it doesn't matter what your last name is. You got to get out there and show us what you're made of. Some people, will anoint you, whatever already, but I want to see it some more. Show me more and I'll buy in.
All right, number 3.
I got Oregon.
You have?
Oregon at number 3.
Okay.
And this is where.
See, now I'm starting to get curious because I'm like, okay, I'm doing the math in my.
Yeah.
I'm like, who the hell does he have?
Yeah, you're not gonna like it neither. I'll tell you. But no, I got Oregon at number 3. I think a lot of you could flip flop any of the top 3. To be honest with you, for mine, I just Dante Moore coming back. They've had a good portal class. I mean, it's not elite or great, but it fills the needs. They recruit well. And Dan Lanning.
Wait a minute.
What?
I haven't heard you say Notre Dame, have I?
No, you haven't. Now, that could mean multiple things. That could mean multiple things. They could have been number 14. They could be even higher. I don't know.
Maybe. But anyway, sorry to interrupt. I just had an epiphany. I was like, wait a minute.
I'm keeping my secrets just like Gandalf here. All right.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Listen, so Oregon, I like what they got. Dan Lanning, and they have this trajectory where they made the Big Ten championship game, and then they get blown out in the playoffs. This year, they get a little further in the playoffs and get blown out. That just means next year they're going to the Natty, and they're going to get their ass waxed there. So I have to keep them in the top 3. But what's your number 3?
My UGA. You're welcome, Brett. Bravo. Yeah. I'm just saying.
Georgia.
I'm showing love. UGA. I just think that they are probably going to be cooking a little bit as far as like wanting to get back to where they were, because I know that there's no way that they got the result that they were looking for last season. No. So
they're not happy with how it ended. That's for sure.
That's for sure. Yes.
And they're my number 2. And that's where I think, Stockton coming back, I still think he's got room to grow. But I do like him on some of his game. I like some of his fundamentals.
Right.
I do think that he can take another step, especially with the talent again that's still there. And they're still Georgia. They've still got Kirby Smart. They're going to be in the top. They recruit so well. You don't 100%. Have to have the number 1 portal class to be good. Trust me. Michigan won a national title without getting the number 1 transfer class. Ohio State the same way. Small classes, sometimes they're fine, and that's where Georgia's at with 9 commits in the 32nd class. But they got guys that they need. So I think that's why I've got them at number 2. Trev, who's your 2?
Ohio State.
I mean, it's hard not to put them.
It's hard not to put them there. One, because they have a returning pretty decent quarterback.
Yeah.
Plus the talent they have around them. I don't like it that I have them there, and I think that they are one of the teams, in my opinion. Their schedule, I think that they are suspect this year to potentially lose 3 games.
That schedule is no joke.
No joke for Ohio
We will
State.
have episodes about schedules and all this stuff in the future, but offhand early, they've got, to me, the hardest schedule in the Big Ten, and Michigan right behind them. I mean, they're
Michigan and Ohio State definitely have 2 of the toughest schedules in the Big Ten, bar none.
And that's that. Go look at it. It's not easy. Wisconsin finally takes a breath. They're like, hold on.
Yeah.
Thank God it's not us anymore. Let them have it.
That's right.
But no, the only reason I had them back was, again, they lost some players in the portal, depth wise, and then I want to see how the new coordinator is. But again, top 5 for me, number 2 for Trev.
Yep.
Who's your number 1? Because I'm trying to think
who's your number 2.
Mine was
Georgia. You already said.
Yeah, mine was Georgia.
Well, I haven't said them yet.
I'm trying to think
who haven't I said?
I'm trying to look through teams that I think we've all covered about the same. I don't know. I'm lost. Oh, Oregon. Jeez. I was like, where did they go? Gosh. Okay. I can dig it.
I have Oregon at number 1.
Just
because Dan Lanning reloaded. They have probably I would say preseason top 3 quarterback returning in most people's eyes, I guess. Maybe not mine necessarily, but he's going to be good. And they have a semi-capable pretender at backup quarterback now over at Oregon that likes to pretend he's someone he's not. But whatever. I wonder if they're going to let him have 15 too.
Yeah. We'll see how that goes.
That'll be interesting. But no, I really think that Oregon, in my opinion, probably is the favorite to win the Big Ten this year. as as of right now, and I don't think that's going to change until probably they meet Ohio State. That probably won't change. I think it'll be a collision course with them in Ohio State this season.
I can see it,
and then it's a domino effect for Ohio State after that, unfortunately, for them.
Yeah, the way that their team is built, I just think again they're going to be very strong throughout the season,
right?
And you might suffer a loss in season. I do think, like you said, Ohio State could easily lose 2 or more, depending on the schedule. I mean, the schedule's tough. I mean that's not saying Ohio State's a bad team. It's just
no, it's not.
It's a gauntlet.
It's a gauntlet. It's a tough one.
I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Trev. I swear, dude. I swear. My God, who the hell is your number one? And I swear on everything, I quit.
It's Notre Dame,
motherfucker.
For me, it is Notre Dame. Why? I hate them. I'm not a home. I can't stand Notre Dame, but I think this team has the roster to do it. Last year, they had 2 early losses with a brand new quarterback. And I'm telling you, I think CJ Carr is a fantastic quarterback. He's accurate. He's smart with the ball, and he's got more development coming. I'm telling you, I've got Notre Dame, and you look at their schedule. I know we're not doing predictive, but they should make it a run straight at 12-0 with the roster that they've brought back. The key pieces that they went out and got in the transfer portal, weapons for him. I like what this team has. They brought in some D linemen to help plug up and shore up the middle. Edge rushers. I mean, this is going to be a good team next year, guys. I know I get the stigma around them not being a conference, all that. Trust me, it bugs the shit out of me. But when I look at this team, they are loaded. They've got a quarterback that I like better than Gunnar Stockton. I like CJ Carr better than Dante Moore. I'd take him over Julian Sand probably. And I think they're good. I think those are all good guys too. I'm not saying they're not. I just really like CJ Carr's game.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm sorry, Trevor. Let me.
I love you, but I fucking hate you right now.
I'm not trying to be stupid here. I'm overthinking this. I literally think they're it.
Oh man. I'm not angry with you with the pick necessarily, but I am at the same time. So it's a very confusing scenario for myself.
I understand. Trust me. When I'm looking at this, I was flip flopping. I've got like scribbles on my page trying to get, and I was like, I don't want to do this, but I feel like I have to.
Honestly, like if you were to tell me where do you think Notre Dame would finish by the end of the season, like I was like, if they aren't undefeated, they're fucking losers.
Oh, they like
straight up.
They've got 3 games that are tough if you want to, on their roster. But even then, I was forced to say this.
Oh,
I had to pay a hefty fee. No, listen. No, I just like this team. I like CJ Carr. I know they lost Jeremiah Love, running back, but
I know no one wants to hear this though, but to be truthful, running backs can be replaced.
They can.
If you recruit well, it's not as easy. Jeremiah Love is a generation. He's a very, very, very good running back. One of my favorites to watch play, even though I hated the team he was on. However, you can find similar running backs with the downhill mindset, a la Justice Haynes, which I was really surprised that Notre Dame didn't take a swing at Justice Haynes, honestly.
Yeah, or maybe they tried to, but the money was too much. I don't know. To me, I feel like they have.
I feel like they could get whatever they want,
unless they had to pay too much for Quincy Porter from Ohio State. But
probably so.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I like what they got. I can see why they'd be left, further back. Trev, I do.
Right.
I just like CJ Carr a lot. I think he's a really good quarterback. Now, if these projections are anything like last year, if you're in the top couple, like what we said with Penn State and Clemson, you guys are screwed. So, maybe it's a good thing I put him up there.
Yeah, maybe.